I want to sell books on eBay, but I have no idea how to ship them out. What do I do, Snoopy? What do I do? No answer? You're not talking? Scared to be on video? I understand. That was my conversation a few months ago. But I have since learned how to ship out books on eBay, and I'm now going to teach it to you from all different scenarios. From a hardcover book to a paperback book, or what happens if you are selling a lot of books, like a 9-book lot or an 8-book lot, or what if you're selling a 9-book lot and an 8-book lot and the same buyer buys all of them and now you have to ship out 17 books. Well, as luck would have it, that's what I need to do. I need to ship out a 17-book order. So I'll be going over that from start to finish, as well as showing you how to do the different scenarios here. My name is Jason Silverstein, and this is my 19th week selling on eBay. First, we are going to ship out the 17-book lot. I'll show you how I do that. I am going to use this Amazon box because it's free. I already have the box and it kind of fits. I put in the books without the fill, without the wrapping paper or bubble wrap, and there's plenty of room left over to put in that fill. I need to take off the old label when it was shipped to me. So that's what I'm going to do now. The label is now off, and what I want to do is I want to reinforce the bottom. There's already conveniently a strip of tape here, Amazon tape, and they have good strong tape. But I want to reinforce it further. So I'm going to go ahead and tape the bottom. Okay, well that's better. And by the way, I'm showing you how I package ship books. If you think you have a better way, please just let me know in the comments section. I'm always willing to learn. Now that I have reinforced the bottom of the box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in bubble wrap all around the bottom, the sides, and the corners, just to protect the books from when they get banged around from the outside. And with a bubble wrap, you want the bubbles facing your item. So in this case, you want the bubbles facing the book. Here's my bubble wrap. I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description if you want to buy this exact bubble wrap. As long as everything else I'm using in this video, I'll put a link in the description for you. Okay, now I have a little protective shell here covering the corners, the sides with bubble wrap, and that'll protect the books from banging against the box or outside things banging against the books. And I'll of course put a layer of bubble wrap on top too when I'm done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting in the books, and I'm going to put in the biggest ones first. The two biggest ones are these two, take up the most volume. Well, that didn't work out. So you have to improvise sometimes. The two books, they were too wide. They didn't fit in the box. So I'm going to choose another book. I'm going to use this book. Okay, these two books, you can see I got those two books on the bottom. That's going to be my base. Well, I'll put this book on top of the first big book. As you can tell, there's really no exact science to how you do this. Sort of, especially in a 17 book lot, you kind of make it up as you go. Okay, as you can see, I got them all in. Well, let me, I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod and bring it over so you can see. Okay, as you can see here now, I have all 17 books in the box and they fit, but I don't want to ship it out this way. That would be a bad move. These books, obviously, they would move around. They're not all tight together. And that's one of the most important things with shipping. Once you're done, when you shake the box up, you don't want to hear anything moving around. That's bad. So I need to tighten everything up. I'm going to use some wrapping paper, maybe some more bubble wrap. The challenge here is to wrap up the book so they don't get damaged without having me needing to go to a bigger box. If you look at the books, you see the way I have them stacked, they are getting closer to the top of the box. I could certainly put a layer of bubble wrap over them and that would be okay. But if I started wrapping each individual book with bubble wrap, which is unneeded in this case, that would really, I would need a bigger box. And a bigger box would cost me more money in shipping, because if a box is too big, the carriers start charging you based on the volume of the box, the volume the box takes up, rather than just the weight. And I've had that bite me a few times, so I learned my lesson that way. And I think there's plenty of room here. There's room here on the side. Maybe I start stacking books on the side. It's another possibility. I don't think many of you would stick around to watch an hour-long video of me packing and shipping books. So I'm going to go ahead and play around with the books off camera and see what I can come up with. And then I'll come back and show you what I did. While you are waiting, this is a great opportunity to go ahead and smash the like button. I'll show you what I've done so far. I have wrapped up some of the hardcover books in bubble wrap. You see here I have 3, and over here I wrapped 3 together hardcover books. And the reason why I did the hardcover books like that is they're more sensitive to damage. You could have the corners get damaged, or the binding in the back, and you want to try to prevent that. Now these books that I'm selling, none of them are, or that I'm shipping, none of them are real valuable, expensive books. So I'm not really going overboard here. But if you had a book that was worth a lot of money you really want to wrap it with a lot of, probably put bubble wrap on it twice and put it in a box before shipping it out. Now the paperback books, as you see, I'm going to put a couple here on the side. That's what I need to do. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap those up in wrapping paper. This is what the wrapping paper looks like, just in case you're interested, and you could buy that on Amazon. I have now wrapped up a lot of the paperback books in wrapping paper, and that'll protect it some, and also it's just more fill, takes up space. I have all 17 books now in the box, and you can see it's still fitting. I put 2 on the side. Now what I want to do is I want to take care of all the gaps. You see the gap here, gap here, gap here. I want to fill it up all with either bubble wrap or maybe a combination of bubble wrap and wrapping paper. Wrapping paper is a lot cheaper than bubble wrap, but bubble wrap is more protective. So I might use a combination or just one or the other. I want to achieve the goal of not allowing any book to float around, to move around, bang against the box from the inside or anything like that. Because as I said before, but it's probably the most important thing, when you're done packing, you don't want to hear anything rattling around when you shake the box. I filled in all the gaps with wrapping paper or bubble wrap. I used a combination of 2 of them. And you can see there's a layer of bubble wrap up on top. So when the carrier puts boxes on top of it, which they probably will, it's still gonna have a little protection there with a bubble wrap. And I'm gonna put on, just to finish it off also, I'm gonna put on a layer of wrapping paper on top. So when the buyer opens up the box, it doesn't look kind of messy. It just looks clean with a layer of wrapping paper up on top. Okay, here we have the finished product. As you can see, I taped it real good at the top and the bottom, put tape all over it. I don't want to take a chance on the box opening up because I didn't put enough tape on it. Tape is cheap enough, so I went nuts with the tape. Now I'm going to weigh it one final time now that all the filler and books are in here, see what it weighs. Still coming in just under 20 pounds, so that's good. I am going to ship this out using USPS media mail because there are books, and the books qualify for media mail. Media mail is going to be the cheapest option for books every single time, but there's some things that you need to know about it. Media mail is also the slowest way to ship things, I believe, or at least it is very slow, that's for sure. If it's going to California, I'm in Florida, it could take a while. But if it's going to someplace close to me, it doesn't take long at all. And you want to know about media mail is that it's subject to inspection by the post office. They're allowed to open up the box and see whether what you have in there actually qualifies for media mail or not. Books qualify for media mail, and there's a bunch of other things that do. I've only used it for books, so I don't remember all the things that qualify. Now let's say you just want to ship out one hardcover book like this. What you're going to do is put it in bubble wrap a couple of times so you protect the corners and the binding. And you want to put it in a box. Not a poly mailer, not a bubble mailer, a box. Because if you don't, let me show you what might happen. This book was sent to me not in a box, but a bubble mailer, and this part got ripped. This video took so long to record that another sale came in as I was doing it. These 5 books, a lot, I'm going to put it into a lot and ship out. They're all paperback books. Doing this order is like a piece of cake compared to the big 17 one with all the combination of hardcover paperback. This is just paperback. All I need to do is take a bubble mailer. This is a number 7 bubble mailer. I believe it's the biggest ones that they make. And I'm just going to slide the books in like this. And that's it. I'm gonna, to tighten it up, I'm gonna fold it so you don't move around. It's not moving around. It's protected with the bubbles. If you only had one book, like just this book, then obviously you would use a smaller bubble mailer. I use a bubble mailer like this. It's a number 2 bubble mailer. And you take the book, slide it in sideways, fold it like that. This is actually perfect. It's really protected. You got double layer of bubbles here. Just to clarify, when you do close it up, first of all, I'm going to close the enclosure here. So it's like that. And then I'm going to fold it, and I'll tape it here, tape up the sides, make it secure, and then mail it out. If you have any questions or comments, or you think you could do a better job shipping, let me know in the comment section. I'm always willing to learn. I'm not one of these people that thinks I know everything and I know the best way. Although sometimes I do. So just let me know that in the comment section. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss my next video. And I will see you next time.